Yeah, in this part of the video, I'm going to talk about the modern AI and comment a little bit about the about updating the prior and the posterior after observing a data or after observing one event. So in this particular area, I am going to touch base about learning under uncertainty and the core prior for belief and the core the probability of data. Like if we take a belief as a factor, as a number, or as a key component to multiply by probability of data, is going to be equal to posterior belief. So that this belief is going to be this belief is going to be a test that this Bayesian probability apply to update, like I said it at the beginning of my video or my presentation, that the Bayesian theorem is nothing but it helps us to update one belief A when we jump onto belief B. And when we are on the event B, we try to make sure that the event A is true. So that's why probability is applied. It help us to update our belief. So as of today, we are having a everyday life, and we are moving from one area to another, or one from one data science or data development, or we are living in the modernization uh, uh, time. So applying Bayesian probability is frequently used, and you can see from this graph that we have a density, we have the P, which is the probability of a success. And like I mentioned, that the P is always used as a probability from the prior to posterior. So, and I can say here that for computation, if I was left with one piece from the reading to use in the practice, it will be better. It will be that in the all this has happened in 18th century, but the most uh, 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 the time that this should be viral and be well known is going to be 20th century, where the revival of a Bayesian method made them widely a practical at scale. So if I give a few reference, you can confer uh, confer Jeffrey's objective prior and the Finetis coherence and in MC. That's why, and that part, and his book, I give you one citation here to attest that the whole probability took the real effect and was applied to the real data center, or the to apply to the real problem to solve and propose a solution. It is in the 20th century, where he said at some point that Richard said at some point that it was only 20th century that we have a proof of an inevitable of probability, the earliest of them being due to Frank Ramsey. So Frank Ramsey also had to come to play here, because due to the pass of Richard Price. So Ramsey took over all the work and continue with a new strategy and new development of the theorem, and publish more articles about the probability and the beliefs also. So this is the end of my presentation, and you can see here the belief of mathematics. All these come to play where Richard Price appendix and the other other writings by Richard translate the theological concept and the testimony and the prior credibility into computational rules. Bias, ethical, theological background, Price careful assessment under uncertainty. So this is the second uh, uh, diagram. You can see from it, from the second diagram. Yeah, that's where the stress. That's where it is, and yeah. So this is how the probability today can be applied to uh, our AI generation we are in. So thank you for listening to me, and yeah, thank you again.